like this, it's going to be Mr.L and WebbJP, which is usually what we see in winners finals. So happening one round earlier this time. And Mr.L does have the advantage of the past 2 weeks, did win DNA. Meanwhile, Webb coming in second last week, but also winning DNA before, so this promises to be a good one.
And I just want to recap that WebbJP, he did take Xeno this week, yesterday, last night, over the mouse rat, and he did fight another Pikachu on the way here. I think he's very well refreshed in the matchup, which is definitely going to go a long way towards fighting Mr.L.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. You know, this matchup is a war of attrition, to say the least. You know, Pikachu can obviously be played, you know, with the brakes on, as can Lucas. And, you know, if that Xeno set from last night's any telling, we could be in for a long one here, folks.
Yeah, no, for sure. That was a game 5. It was a nail biter. But anyways, about this one, I feel like WebbJP is doing a really good job of mixing up his retreating PK fires with his retreating forwarders, because even though Pikachu can successfully whiff punish a retreating PK fire, the forwarder is just like a basic way to stuff out any of those approaches. Just kind of forces Mr.L to play back a little bit.
Yeah, the down smash almost getting the kill right there, but WebbJP at least having a platform to retreat to. Now finds himself, you know, on the other end of a ledge trap.
Yep, the down air on the shield is going to give Mr.L ample time to fill out the back air. Ooh, really, really good drift back. So that's the thing, like characters like Lucas, they have, you know, a fair amount of airspeed. They have so much maneuverability in the air that they are able to fake out things like that. That was very well played from Webb.
Ooh, okay, trying to get the drag down right there, but coming up short. Again, Lucas, one of the harder characters in the game, the edge guard, just because he's got so many resources.
Yeah, so much mix. Absolutely, he has a tethered recovery. His PK Thunder goes in a huge distance. His double jump is massive, and he does have one of the longest air dodges in the game. So much stuff to consider at once, and that's going to be the up smash to take it.
Yeah, just barely squeaking into the first row of seats there with the up smash. So now we're back on an even playing field, and not sure if lag test or if Mr.L is just waiting out for the platform transition.
Honestly, yeah, absolutely a platform transition. I think that's just like a really good understanding of the fact that he wants a flat stage. Look what a flat stage is able to do for him. He's able to get so many nair loops. Pikachu is just able to stay in and keep Lucas up in the air. But Webb with his own loop starting right now, goes for the down air, not going for another one, just finishes off with a couple of jabs.
Yeah, no, for sure. But just like that, after getting opened up a bit, WebbJP coming back with the river dance and finishing it up with the F smash.
Wow, what a call out on the recovery. There's really nothing else that WebbJP could have done there. It would have been so risky for him to commit to a magnet, because at that point, Mr.L could just say, okay, run off forward. So he was just not compelled at all to press a button.
Yeah, definitely having to be careful here. You know, Mr.L shown that he's very good at getting those crazy Pikachu combos. Trying to combo the rope snakes on Pikachu, but I'm sure that's a little bit easier said than done because of how small Pikachu is.
The short hops that WebbJP exerts are so menacing. Every time he short hops, he alternates between Zero, forwarder, and PK Fire in such a fashion that Mr.L genuinely has to guess what Webb is going to be throwing out, because each one demands specific type of approach and covers different things.
Yep, and you see Mr.L trying to find his way in here, but WebbJP doing a great job playing keep away.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's playing keep away, he's retreating, he's making the most out of his disjoints. Mr.L right now looking for an edge guard.
Oh, Lord!
Okay. Alrighty, gamers, let's talk about that exchange. Let's talk about what happens and what Mr.L could have done differently there. So here's the thing. Lucas's up B, as opposed to Ness's PK Thunder, is a multi-hit. Right? It will kill you along with it. I don't believe it will ever send you into tumble. As a matter of fact, the multi-hits themselves. So, the fact that Mr.L preemptively went for an air dodge, honestly, you can tech on reaction. You have to wait before you tech that, because only the last hit of it will actually send you anywhere. The other hits are just going to drag you along with it. And so he committed to the air dodge. He fell out of it as WebbJP snatched onto the ledge. And then as a result, he just fell to his death. Mr.L just could have, just waited, not have pressed the button, or neutral air dodged. If he hadn't directional air dodged, he might have still been able to live, quite honestly.
Resident Earthbound expert Dara on the case. Excellent work.
Wait, is that on your end as well?
I don't know.
Oh!
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out momentarily. But all right, so it was on my end. But so in the meanwhile,
God bless Ultimate.
That hasn't happened in a bit.
yeah, since last week, sadly, it happens at least once per tournament. But hey, guess what? I do have some good news. I did find those pogs.
Oh shoot, Chris has
Let's
the pog.
go.
I did find the pogs. So give me one
Can we
second.
switch to a cam? Can we switch to a cam?
We definitely can. I'm getting a little organized.
That is so hype.
Yeah, I did find them. I'm pretty positive. I have a bunch of Sonic ones, actually. I'm pretty positive I have, I think I had Street Fighter ones, too, but I don't know where those are. They're not in this batch of Pogs, but yeah, so let me... while we wait for what's actually supposed to be happening on stream, I could show you some things that are like, hey, what are you doing? But here we go. Here's some Sonic Pogs.
Ooh shoot, Class ZX. Oh, those are cool.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. Look at that. Some more
Tails looks like he's sick, but like it's fine.
yeah, some more Knuckles. I forget who this character is, but that character.
Oh, that's Sally Acorn.
Yeah, dude, I got Sally.
That's that AM pod.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I got a whole bunch of them. I got what's this? Star Wars. I don't know. Some skull thingy. I also don't know. Dick Grayson, Batman fans. There you go. Oh, dude, we got Jaws, Burger King.
Oh shoot.
Remember the Burger
We're
King
gonna need a bigger
characters?
boat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
What
Do
else
you remember the
got?
Burger King Pokemon like golden trading cards?
Oh, of course.
Those bring me back.
I
Or
definitely
like the
remember those.
you'd get like the stuffed animal or like the roller toy.
And dude, and what every child loves, Bud Grant, I guess a coach of some team somewhere.
I'm gonna look that up right now.
Yeah, so definitely. Oh, we got Chuck Knoll. Definitely. I don't know who bought me these pogs when I was a kid, but thank you.
So yeah,
Cyclops from the
I
X-Men.
just want to... Wait,
There
let me see that.
we go. There we go.
Bud
Nice.
Grant is the former head coach of the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, everybody wants a Bud Grant pog. I did, obviously. Dude, I just
At
want
some
to.
point you did.
I just want to find the Street Fighter one. Oh, there's Iceman. That's kind of lit.
Mine are somewhere buried deep in the crypt. You know what? I'm gonna go search for mine right now. I think
Dude,
they're.
I knew exactly. Yeah, I knew exactly where mine were, which is crazy. All Dara had to do was mention it, and it's like the senses went off.
Yeah, now I'm gonna find my pogs, is what I would say had I actually been born
Yeah,
in
these
whatever
are-
decade you're from.
These are old. You could just kind of tell. Oh my God, it's this dog from. Oh wait, no, this is a Cookie Crisp dog. I don't know if you guys remember Cookie Crisp, but it's a.
They made a pog for the
Dude,
Cookie Crisp dog.
There was pogs for everything, literally everything. Here's another Burger King one. This one isn't like metallic though. What else you got?
What material are they made from?
It's like cardboard. Oh my God, the
Ah.
Casper movie. I don't. Do you remember? Do you know there was a Casper movie? Because this is what the
Yes, yes, yeah.
That's the Casper movie.
Casper, that movie.
Yeah, it was
I
weird.
remember
It was a weird
it was
movie.
mandatory viewing. So in elementary school they had us. Look at me reminiscing on elementary school, sounding nostalgic. I swear I'm not that young, guys. Okay.
We're
But
looking
anyways,
at pogs. It's okay.
they made us watch the Casper movie every single day during lunch. It was torture. It was awful. I can't do it anymore. That movie is burned into the back of my head.
Thought I knew where mine were. Turns out it was just where my old Yu-Gi-Oh cards were.
I mean, that still counts.
It
But,
does count.
I mean, old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Actually, that's not something that I'm actually able to like really. Oh wow, this one looks like Rob. Hold on. I don't know what this is though. Z-Dacer? Z-Bots? I think I sort of remember Z-Bots. But here, like, this is like Rob, but not.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Right? Dude, here's Garfield pushing Odie off a cliff. That's kind of messed up, but
Oh, that's mean,
Yeah.
man. Cancel Garfield.
yo, and I got a whole thing of slammers. You hear that?
Oh shoot!
Yeah, that's right.
You got the long tube. I had the smaller.
Dude,
two
this is
tubes of Fox.
I have this other one too that was full of
Oh
just
my
these paper
God.
ones. There's a lot of pogs here. There's like a lot of pogs here. Yeah, look, wow,
My brother had a lot of the
pogs.
Power Ranger ones.
Power Ranger ones, yeah, there's definitely those are classics, dude. This is a long game. I wish just it's always like especially got kicked in the beginning.
You really do hate to see it.
I feel like I've missed out on something so huge because I can't relate to this at all.
You could only like fantasize about it and talk about the theory of Pog.
I can't talk about the fact that I have a list of Pogus, about how much I love the word and how it feels good to say.
Who do you
But
think, like,
I don't know anything about the physical Pogs. This is very new
Well,
to me.
so
I mean, I knew what they were, obviously.
you had all
but-
kinds
but-
of themes. Like this is a class. Oh, who won? Let's see. Damn it, I missed 2-1. Shit. Too busy talking about Pogs, bro. All right, we'll see who won. I'm sure. Well, obviously, if Mr. L won, the set continues. But neither one are leaving it, so I'm going to assume that Mr. L is the person who won. Otherwise, they would have left because JP would have won 2-0. So I don't know. We'll see unless someone drops out in a second. But I think that's what we're looking at. Okay. So it does look like JP did win. So how
Alrighty.
how very anticlimactic, but that's what happens.
WebbJP